I've had a lot of people reach out to me and ask me about how to get started on YouTube, and I actually have a lot of close friends of mine too that have interest in starting YouTube channels, or people who have just gotten started that I know that I've kind of been helping them out, answering some questions. And I kind of wanted, honestly at first I didn't want to make this video because, I don't know, as it is I already cover a lot on this channel between personal development topics, between wealth topics, wealth accumulation, the stock market, and then fitness and nutrition. I got a lot to cover, and I currently have a video ideas list from video ideas you guys send in and stuff I think of myself, and that list is like 25 long right now, so trust me, I have more than enough content to make here. But I kind of did some research on this because I wanted to see what information was out there, and there's so much bad information around this topic of how to get your first 100 subscribers that I just wanted to clear the air and give you guys some real talk here on this, because one of the biggest things that I saw when I was researching this is like there were people making videos that were like how to get 100 subscribers in one day, how to get your first 1,000 subscribers in a day, and even in a week to get 100 subscribers. That's kind of unrealistic, guys, when you're just getting started. But for somebody to say that you can get 1,000 subscribers in a day or a week, that's not possible, unless you're lucky enough to have a video go viral. But even then, it's very, very uncommon. If we're going to talk realistically, I'm going to show you guys exactly how long it took me to get 100 subscribers, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. And I just want to first explain to you what qualifies me to be talking about this, and why maybe why this might be a better video than what's out there already. I'm not saying all the videos out there are bad. I'm just saying there's a lot of people that take advantage of this topic because a lot of people are curious about this, and they just use this as a way to, I don't know, make money or get traffic to their channel by making some bullshit video about how to get subscribers. But I've been making, this YouTube channel that I started it just recently, but I've been actually doing YouTube for like 5 or 6 years now. My problem was follow through. I've started probably 10 different YouTube channels over the years, and my only problem was I would give up on them because I would lose interest because I wasn't serious about it at the time. But with this channel, everything's changed because I'm running it like a business, and that's the way I see it. You know, it's something that I've always wanted to do, but I was never serious about it. But of all those channels that I never had a channel with less than 100 subscribers. They all would grow and get to a certain point, and then I would lose interest. My biggest channel, I used to do video gaming videos, like just videos of doing voiceovers and commentary playing video games. And that channel I think got about 4,000 subscribers before I gave up on it. And then I started another gaming channel, and that one got like 2,000 subscribers before I gave up. But I've done channels on, if we're going way back, one of my first channels was on metal detecting. I had like a little hobbyist channel where I was out there doing metal detecting, and even that one got a good amount of views and a good amount of subscribers. So as somebody who's done YouTube for, oh gosh, it's probably even more than 5 years. Honestly, my first channel was like 8 or 9 years ago now, but I was serious about it maybe for the last 5 years. More serious than I was then, still not as serious as I needed to be though. But in those years of launching channels and helping other people with their YouTube channels, I've learned a lot. And I'm going to do probably, this isn't going to be the main focus of my channel here. Like I said, I have topics that I cover already, but I do want to discuss a couple of topics about being a YouTube creator, starting your own YouTube channel. So once in a while, I'm going to be posting videos like this and kind of showing you guys how I'm doing this. But what I want to say first, guys, is this is going to be your biggest challenge in your whole career on YouTube, is getting this first 100 subscribers. This is a difficult thing to do. The problem with YouTube, it's not a problem, but this is the main hurdle, is with YouTube, especially I find with anything related to comedy, there's a lot of social proof involved with comedy and YouTube videos where somebody might watch your video and go, I really like this guy. But then they'll look at your subscriber count and see you have 11 subscribers, and they're going to say, oh, wait a second. And they're going to start to question whether or not they like you. They're going to say, oh, maybe he's not as good as I thought because he doesn't have any subscribers. Whereas if somebody made that same video but they had 11,000 subscribers, they would look at that and be like, okay, I like him, and so do 11,000 other people, so he must be good. So that's the problem, is there's a lot of social proof involved with YouTube, and it's hard to get past that. You kind of need subscribers to get them, but you also need to get them at first. So how the hell do you do it? It's tough, all right? So your biggest challenge on YouTube is going to be getting your first 100, and your second biggest is going to be getting your first 1,000. With everything that I've seen, once you get 1,000, that snowball effect starts to take place, and you're going to be growing from that point forward. The other thing I want to say, guys, too, is that the growth is very slow at first, but it does become exponential with time. It is not linear. I'll look at any successful YouTube channel at how they grew over time, and it's an exponential chart. It's not linear. They don't double every month. You know, they tend to grow a lot faster than, well, I don't mean double, but like, let's say you were gaining 2 subscribers a day, and that's kind of what I was gaining at first. I'm not going to gain 2 subscribers a day for a year. It's going to add up every single day and every single week going forward. So look that up. There's a lot of charts that show you what YouTube growth is like. It's very slow at first, but then it's exponential from there on. Okay, so how long did it take me to get 100 subscribers? The answer is 7 weeks, about 49, 50 days, somewhere around there. And I worked my ass off for these first 100 subscribers, so I'm not going to lie to you guys. That is like probably pretty realistic, and that's with doing a lot of work to do this. This was like uploading consistently and doing a lot behind the scenes to promote my videos. So here's how it broke down. The first week on YouTube, I got 25 subscribers. That was a really good week, and that was largely because I promoted it to my family, promoted it to my friends, promoted it on my personal Facebook, where I have all my friends on there. And I got that initial excitement. All the people that already know me, they were like, okay, yeah, I like this guy, I'll subscribe to his channel. And then the second week, I got 14 subscribers, okay, so a little bit less. Week 3, I only got 10, and week 4, guys, I only got 4 subscribers that week. So if I was looking at this and I wasn't motivated to keep going with this, and I saw that, oh, I had 25 new subscribers in week 1, and then I'm down to 4 new subscribers by week 4, I might have given up. But, you know, you can't give up, you gotta keep pushing. Week 5 was better, plus 13. Week 6 was plus 13, and on week 7 I gained 33 subscribers that week. So somewhere between week 6 and week 7, I got 100 subscribers. And just so you know, I'm talking about, this starts off as the first day I uploaded my video, which I have it written down on here. I didn't write it up here. But October 17th of 2016 was the first video that I uploaded. So I'm talking about 1 week going forward from that date. So 50 days. Basically 7 weeks on average, 2 subscribers a day is how I got my first 100 subscribers. All right, and how did I go about doing this? First thing I did, you want to post about your channel on your personal social media accounts. You already have all of these people that know you. You probably went to school with them, maybe you work with them. You need to get people talking about your channel. You need to get people, you know, gathering around your videos. You need to build your audience at first. And the one thing, I was kind of nervous about doing this at first because of course you're like, what are people going to think of me? Are they going to think I'm stupid? Are they going to like my videos? Are they going to dislike them? Am I going to do it for like a week and then quit and embarrass myself in front of everyone? But this really comes down to a deeper issue here then, if that's what you're thinking. Number one, if you're embarrassed of your content, maybe you need to think more about your content before you launch this channel. If you wouldn't be proud to show it to somebody that you're friends with or your family, maybe it's not ready and you need to do more work on that. The other thing is too, if you're worried about failing, it's very easy to fail alone in your room very quietly. But when everybody else sees you fail, you're going to be less likely to fail because you're going to be more motivated, because you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want everyone to say, hey, are you still doing YouTube? And then you're like, no, I gave up. You're going to be embarrassed about that. So this is a way that you can actually motivate yourself to push even harder, is by telling people about it, because then you're not going to want to fail in front of them. It's harder to fail in front of other people. But you need to get your family, and you need to get your friends initially involved in your YouTube career, or even if it's just a hobby. You need to have people that already know you going on and liking your videos and leaving you comments and getting you some initial views for sure. So it took me a while. I didn't do it the first week, but to actually post my YouTube videos to my personal Facebook, my personal, I don't actually have, I mean, I do have a Twitter now, but I didn't have one long before I started YouTube. But I was my Facebook mostly, and I did get, that's probably where a lot of these 25 subscribers came from, because it was within that first week that I posted about it on Facebook, but it wasn't like the first day. So I was able to get those friends and family involved first. And then number 2, this kind of goes into this too, directly ask your friends and family to subscribe. So not only post about it on Facebook, I'm talking about message your best friends, message your grandma, message your family and say, can you go online and click this link and click subscribe and then watch these videos and then click that like button. Okay? You'll probably have a lot more success if you directly ask someone. And if it's your family, you can kind of just say, hey, please go do this. But if it's a friend of yours, maybe not your best friend, introduce yourself first. You know, don't introduce yourself. I'm sure you know them. But don't just come across as, hey, do this for me. Kind of say, hey, here's this new project I'm starting. Here's what I'm posting about. Here's what I'm going to do. I could really use your help. Can you support me in this? And you're going to get, I would think, a great reaction doing that with friends of yours as far as getting people to subscribe and get people liking your videos and get that initial traffic started. So directly message people, directly reach out to them one-on-one and ask them to do this. If this is starting to sound like a lot of work, guys, it's because it is. Getting your first 100 subscribers is a lot of work. I mean, I spent probably 1 hour a day, okay, that's probably a little too much, probably half an hour a day directly reaching out to people that I knew or people that I was meeting on Twitter, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Directly talking to people one-on-one about my YouTube channel, probably 30 minutes to an hour every single day. Okay, number 3, actually that's the third one on here, leverage Twitter. Okay, here's how you use Twitter. I've spent a lot of time learning about Twitter. What you want to do is, you don't want to go crazy with this because you'll get your account blocked, but what you want to do is you want to find somebody who's similar to you. Maybe there's a YouTuber who's making videos that are similar to what you're making. Follow them on Twitter and then follow their followers, okay? And I'm not talking about following 1,000 people in a day. I'm talking about maybe 50 or 100 a day. Nothing crazy, okay? And a certain number of those people will likely follow you back because you followed them. It's kind of a practice on Twitter. When people follow you back, I want you to send them a direct message. I'm not telling you to send a message that says, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because nobody's going to do that. I want you to reach out to them and say, introduce yourself. Don't even mention your YouTube channel. Say, hey, thank you for the follow. Find something in their profile, find something in their bio, and start a conversation with them, okay? Get to know them. Talk to them for a little bit, cultivate a relationship. And then what you do is you ask them, you say, hey, you know, I'm looking to get some feedback on this YouTube channel I started. Would you be willing to do that for me? And this is exactly what I did. I'm not going to tell you guys stuff that I haven't done myself, because I want this to be like a real useful video. This is exactly what I did. I would message these people who would follow me back. I would get to know them a little bit. A lot of my initial videos were around nutrition and fitness, so I was following a bunch of people that were following pages like GNC or bodybuilding.com. And when people followed me back, I would kind of message them and be like, oh, so what got you into fitness? You know, go on and on about that. And then later on in the conversation, I would reach out to them and say, will you please give me some feedback on this? I would say 75% of them would, and 50% of them probably would subscribe afterwards. That's what I found. A lot of people are very nice. And then also people gave me great feedback too, so I knew what areas that I could improve in. So that's probably how I gained most of my initial 100 subscribers. I would say maybe 20 or so, 25 of them were friends of mine and family. And I'd say probably like most of the rest of the first 100 were from Twitter, from directly asking people to do this. And like I said, guys, I did this every single day. This wasn't a one and done deal. This was something I did every single day, talking to people one-on-one. All right, number 4 is to look for forums related to your content and add value. I'm not telling you to go out there and post something in a forum, especially if you just signed up for the forum. Do not post, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. You will get kicked out of that forum so quick and you will embarrass yourself. Do not do that. What I want you to do instead is introduce yourself. Don't even mention your YouTube channel. Talk about yourself, okay? So let's say in my case, I was doing, initially a lot of my videos were based on nutrition and fitness, so I found fitness forums, went in there, introduced myself a little bit, and then what I did is I added value, okay? So I went through the forums, and let's say I did a post on healthy eating. If I found anyone who was looking for information on healthy eating, I would basically write up a little blog post about my video and include my link in there as well. And then because I added value first and contributed to the conversation, people were more likely to go click on that link, and then they would subscribe just because your content is good. So I am in no way telling you to go out there and post in forums all over the place and say, go subscribe to my channel. That is going to be completely useless. But if you can go get engaged in conversations on forums, you can get some views and get some subscribers that way. Number 5 is quite similar actually too. Facebook groups. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with these. I wasn't until I used them in this way, but groups are basically where people will make a group around a certain common interest, and then anyone for the most part can go in there and post. So I found a bunch of groups that were related to nutrition and related to fitness and bodybuilding. And what I would do, guys, is I would take my videos that I was doing, and let's say I did a video on the health benefits of eating almonds. That's one of them that I did a long time ago. I wrote a blog post based on what was in my video, all of the health benefits for eating almonds. And what I did is I went in that group, and this was after I introduced myself, after I kind of commented on some other people's stuff and got into the group, and they kind of knew that I was serious about it and not just trying to go in there to self-promote. What I would do is I would post in the group a blog about, hey, if you guys are wondering about eating almonds or if they're healthy, here's some information about that. And then at the bottom I would say, if you guys want more information, here's a link to my video about it. And 95% of the time, nobody in the group had a problem with it. They're like, hey, you know, sure, he is self-promoting a little bit, but he added value to this group by talking about it first. So they didn't have a problem with it. They were like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And I got a lot of views at first doing that. I didn't get too many subscribers because people generally didn't subscribe, but I know there were some cases where I got a couple hundred views on a video after posting it in a couple of groups, and that was pretty cool. And you don't want to overdo this. This is something you want to do maybe like post once or twice a week in a group at most. Do not post every day or you're going to annoy people and you'll probably get kicked out of that group. But that's a great way that you can get some views. I don't know if they'll convert to subscribers. Maybe a couple people will, but it will get you some views on that video. Number 6, this is something I did too. Guest post on other blogs. So if there's a blog out there that is related to whatever content you're making, reach out to that blog and say, hey, I'm not telling you to reach out to them and say, promote my channel. I'm telling you to reach out to them and say, do you have people guest post on your blog? If so, can I write a blog for you? And I've only done this once. I really enjoy blogging and writing stuff in general, so I'll probably do it more in the future. I actually had somebody reach out to me and I did a guest post on a blog. But basically what you'll do is you'll write a blog post for them. They'll post it and then they'll say to you probably, okay, how do people get a hold of you? So that's where you can do your social links. So link to your Facebook, your Twitter, your YouTube channel, your website. So that's one of the things I did. I did a guest post on a nutrition blog of a really good blog post that I spent a lot of time writing. And then at the bottom where it said about the author, there were links to my YouTube, to my Facebook, to my Twitter, and my website where people could find out more. And I'm sure I had a couple people trickle through that. I don't know how many people did, but that's one way you can do this. I'm not saying reach out to them and ask them to write a blog about your YouTube channel because they won't do that. They have better things to do with their time. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And the truth is, at the end of the day, nobody really cares about your YouTube channel. Until you've really gotten established and gotten going with it, nobody really cares about it. If you reach out to people, they're just like, it's just noise to them. You got to give them a reason. You got to add value. And that's one of the ways you can do this, is by doing these guest posts on blogs. Number 7, you need a strong call to action in your videos. And I actually didn't do this at first. Now that I do it, I really wish I started this earlier. You need to reach out to people and actually in the video say, please like this video, please subscribe to this video, please comment below an answer to this question. So at the end of your video, maybe you ask a question, have them comment below, get people engaged, and reply to every single comment you get on your channel no matter what. Unless it's spam, reply to that comment and get engaged with people and get talking to people. That's a big one too. I forgot to throw it on the board, but I just remembered it. So comments are huge. Reply to every single comment you get. But you also want to have an overlay come up on your video at some point, or at the end, maybe you do an end screen where you have something that you make that has a call to action that says please subscribe or please like the video. It's amazing. I mean, I'm surprised this works because I don't know. I don't know why I'm surprised, but when you actually reach out to somebody and ask them to do something, it's crazy how often they'll actually do it. And if you don't ask them to do it, they might forget to do it. And maybe people on YouTube like your video, but they don't think to hit that like button because it's just not something that they do out of habit. But when you say to them, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, people might go, okay, yeah, I did enjoy the video, I'm still watching it, I will leave it a like. And when you say, okay, I upload videos 3 times a week, please subscribe if you want to be notified of these uploads, they'll say, okay, I did enjoy this video, so I might as well subscribe. So adding those strong call to actions, that's a big thing. Number 8 is huge, guys. And I just recently did this, and again, I wish I did it sooner. Add a channel trailer. If you don't know how to make a channel trailer, Google it. Or actually go on YouTube and look up how to make a channel trailer. I'll give you a couple quick basics. It should be about a minute long. You just basically want to introduce yourself. You want to identify your target audience, who you're making videos for. You want to tell them what kind of content you make. If there's any story behind it, like why you do what it is that you do, include that story. And then you also want to, at the end, have a very strong call to action for them to do one thing, which is subscribe to your channel. But do a little research on that. And get a channel trailer up there on your YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know what a channel trailer is, maybe you don't, that's something you can add to your channel, so when new visitors come to your channel, it plays a specific video and it automatically plays it. However, make sure if you are monetizing your videos to do not monetize that video, because if they're going to your channel and they have to watch a 30-second ad before even finding out what your channel is, they're just going to leave. So do not monetize that video. You want it to automatically play as soon as they get to your channel. Alright. So those are my 8, that's basically the 8 things that I would do. And those are the 8 things that I did do. I just wish I did the channel trailer and this call to action thing earlier, because as soon as I added that channel trailer, I saw a huge bump in the number of subscribers I was getting each week. So I was like, shit, if I had done this all along, it would have been even better. But that's pretty much it. There's the 8 things on what I did to get my first 100 subscribers in 7 weeks, 50 days roughly. Okay. So I added this on here because I want to talk about collaborations, because this is something a lot of people recommend you do. Here's what I say. If you have a best friend or a friend of yours who lives down the street, or somebody in your area who does YouTube as well, and you guys want to collaborate, that's a great idea. But I would not recommend reaching out to bigger channels and asking for a collaboration, because you're probably going to embarrass yourself and you're probably going to burn that bridge for a future collaboration. You have to wait until you have some until you have a reputation, until you're more established. If you have 50 subscribers and you reach out to someone who has 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 subscribers or more and say, hey, let's do a collab video, they're not interested, because they're going to help you a lot more than you can help them. And if you reach out to these people too early about doing collaborations, and then they have to say, and they reject you, if they even respond to you, you've already kind of burned that bridge and you can't really ask them again. You want to make that first time you ask them the main time that you ask them. So wait until you have a lot to offer them, and wait until you have a big following yourself before you reach out to them about that. So like I said, if you have somebody who's a friend of yours maybe, or somebody that you know personally, a collaboration is not a bad idea, but don't be expecting these big channels to collaborate with you. It's different than doing these guest blog posts, because when you're doing a guest blog post for someone, you're writing a blog post for them and you're adding value for them. You're not really adding a ton of value for a bigger YouTuber when somebody with 50 subscribers wants to collaborate with them, because the idea is the people that watch his videos or her videos will subscribe to your channel and your audience will subscribe to their channel. So if they have 2,000 and you have 50, you're not bringing much to the table. Okay, last thing I want to talk about, I'll get this wrapped up here. Things to avoid. Number 1 is sub for sub. That's where people go on forums, or there's even like, there's all kinds of places where you see this, or you'll see people commenting it on other people's videos. Sub for sub. Basically, you subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to yours. Not a great idea, guys, because they're never going to watch your videos. They're probably subscribed to 1,000 different channels, and they don't have interest in your content. There's no point in having subscribers if your subscribers don't watch your videos. So don't think it's just a number. You want these subscribers of yours to actually watch your content. So don't do sub for sub. Sorry about that. My camera gave up on me there for a second. The battery didn't die, but for some reason it just stopped recording. And the memory card wasn't out of space either, so I have no idea what that was about. But I'll wrap this up quick here. Don't do sub for sub. Don't buy subscribers, because the idea is to get active subscribers, and you will not get active subscribers from either one of these two. I wouldn't bother going on Reddit, because Reddit is extremely judgmental. And if you're on Reddit promoting your own channel, people are going to rip you a new one. And I've even heard of cases where people try to promote their channel on Reddit, and then a bunch of people get together and go through and dislike every one of their videos and kind of spam them with dislikes. So Reddit is not a good place. I wouldn't recommend posting about your channel on Reddit. I mean, if you make an individual video and you post it in a Reddit area that is related to that video, that might not be a bad idea. But don't go on Reddit and just be like, check out my YouTube channel. It's not a good idea. Next one, blatant self-promoting. This should be obvious. Don't go out there and just be like blatantly self-promoting. Don't go posting in groups and be like, go subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't message people and just send them a link to your channel. It's useless. You're just wasting your damn time. Don't even message them. If you can't take the time to write out a message for them and tell them about your channel and introduce yourself, why would they take the time to watch your videos and subscribe to you? That simple. And the last thing, don't beg people. Don't go out there begging. Don't be like, please, this is my dream. I need 100 subscribers. Please subscribe. Nobody's going to do that. You don't want to beg. And the other thing to mention too, guys, maybe you're really struggling with getting these 100 subscribers. You might want to take a step back and consider, am I doing this good enough? Is my content good enough? Is there a reason people aren't subscribing? So you kind of want to consider the bigger picture here. Okay. So that was a pretty lengthy video. That's pretty much all the topics I wanted to cover on how to get your first 100 subscribers. I'm going to be doing more videos like this, but if you guys have specific questions about starting a YouTube channel or growing an audience or anything related to YouTube, drop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to either answer them in a video or I'll just give you an answer in the comments below. But if you guys watched this video this far on, I do appreciate it. Please leave me a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And I thank you guys for watching.